Jacob Boehme by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Jacob Boehme has been very influential in religion, philosophy and even science. He influenced H P Blavatsky and is cited in the Secret Doctrine, Isis Unveiled and several articles. He also has an entry in H P Blavatsky's Theosophical Glossary. Also, in addition to H P Blavatsky, Theosophists Besant and Geoffrey Hodson have acknowledged Boehme's influence on their own work, further indicating a strong connection between Boehme and Theosophy. Jacob Boehme, 1575 to 1624, is considered one of the most influential German philosophers and writers of the early modern era. He was born in Old Seidenburg near Görlitz in Silesia, which was then in the Holy Roman Empire and is now in Poland. Boehme's life was marked by a profound spiritual experience at the age of 25. This experience, which he described as a bite or burning in his heart, led to a profound transformation in his life and thought. From that point on, he began to write prolifically on a wide range of topics, including theology, philosophy and mysticism. Some of Jacob Boehme's ideas are very similar to those found in theosophical teachings. For example, both Boehme and Theosophy emphasize the idea of spiritual evolution, with Boehme discussing the concept of the soul's ascent towards God, and Theosophy discussing the evolution of consciousness. Additionally, both Boehme and Theosophy challenge traditional religious hierarchies and encourage individuals to seek understanding for themselves. Boehme's writings were initially met with controversy and even persecution, as he was often accused of heresy and blasphemy by the established religious authorities of his time. However, his ideas eventually gained widespread acceptance and influence, particularly among the pietist and mystical movements of the 17th and 18th centuries. One of the central themes of Boehme's philosophy is the concept of the Ungrund or abyss. According to Boehme, the Ungrund represents the ultimate reality that underlies all of creation. It is an infinite, eternal and boundless void that exists beyond space and time, and is the source of all being. It is through the Ungrund that God created the world, and it is through the Ungrund that all things will ultimately return. This has a similarity with H P Blavatsky's Absolute, described by her as an immutable principle on which all speculation is impossible and from which all creation emanates. Boehme's concept of the Ungrund has been compared to the Eastern philosophical concept of emptiness. Like the Ungrund, emptiness is seen as the ultimate reality that underlies all of existence. However, while emptiness is often associated with a sense of nothingness or nihilism, Boehme's understanding of the Ungrund is rich in meaning and significance. Another important theme in Boehme's philosophy is the idea of theosis or divinization, which can be defined as unity with God. According to Boehme, human beings have the potential to become godlike through a process of spiritual transformation. This process involves the cultivation of virtues such as love, patience and humility, and the gradual purification of the self from all that is base and impure. Ultimately, the goal of theosis is to attain a state of spiritual perfection in which the individual is united with God in a mystical union of love and knowledge. Boehme's emphasis on theosis has been influential in the development of Christian mysticism, particularly in the Eastern Orthodox tradition. The concept of theosis is seen as a central part of the Eastern Orthodox understanding of salvation, and has been the subject of much theological and philosophical debate throughout the centuries. Boehme postulated that attraction is the first law of nature, and in the Secret Doctrine, Blavatsky credits Newton's theory of gravity to Boehme, basing this observation on an article in the Athenaeum of January the 26th, 1867. She says, Newton derived all his knowledge of gravitation and its laws from Boehme, with whom gravitation or attraction is the first property of nature. In conclusion, Jacob Boehme's life and thought represent a significant contribution to the intellectual and spiritual history of the early modern period. His writings continue to inspire and challenge readers today, and his ideas help to shape the development of Christian theology and mysticism for centuries after his death.